new creatures this scenario. I really just loaded in, and I kinda actually wanted to make a part 2 video to the simple grinding for the new creature, Okaimano, or whatever it's called. But yeah, I'll actually show you how to actually grind the full missions. If you want another one, or if you want one. So, I want to start from the easiest to the hardest. The easiest is actually survive 30 minutes as a tier 4 species or complete 12 regional mission sets, because you can do both of them at the same time, along with donate to a warden shrine. People are normally having trouble with the warden shrine and the regional mission, so I'll show you those mostly. So I want to actually show you 4 shrines you want to actually go for, instead of going for something stupid. So I'm going to select as my Famira, so I can easily just do this. I'm not doing regional missions, so I'm just doing the Arion Presley. So yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. So I will show you like the first 4. I'll show you like the easiest shrines of all. You don't have to be volcanic if you don't want to. I choose to be volcanic because I'm doing stuff. So Gara is just in the volcano. The entrance is just like at the front, but you'll see the entrance when you see it. It's like big. This is the Gara shrine just behind the falling lava, and it only requires 250 food. You want to do this one first before you do the next one I'm about to show you, which is Verdant Shrine, because it's slower, and you kind of want to do Verdant Shrine right after you do Gara, so you have that reward. Or you can do Verdant Shrine before you get Gara, since Verdant Shrine's bigger. You don't have to do that order, but it's just your choice how you order them. I normally do it from the shortest to the biggest, so I can just start grinding the short ones first, and I can grind the big ones. So here is the Verdant Shrine in Flower Cove. It only requires 500 food. You can just run around Volcano, Flower Cove, and Forgotten Shores to have that. So you want to go this side of the map for Verdant Shrine, or you can go somewhat near desert or whatever. It's your choice. If you're a water, I recommend doing the Eargon Shrine, because the Eargon Shrine is 1000 and it's the lowest one to grind wooden stones with, or wooden jewels, or whatever it is. But you do not want to go anywhere near swamp unless you're going food. You don't want to go anywhere near it, which is near that rock there, which is where Ador Shrine is, which is 2500. It will waste your time and you won't get rewards with it. So we don't want to go there unless it's for food, which is the carcasses are all around here, or somewhere like around the lake here. But I am completely not sure. I don't know all of the carcass locations. So the next one is obviously Angelic Shrine, but I'm going to go to Helion Shrine, which is actually not that far away. It's in the desert, so I'll have to mark. The desert is just over here. Okay, I'll have to go over here, and I'll show you the desert area where Helion Shrine is. Helion is actually the fastest one to grind, as it is only 50 food, because only small creatures can fit in. Yeah, if you find the ribs near Mesa, you can go behind it and you'll find this little patch of holes, and you can place a den or a nest to make sure it's here. You can keep a marker, but here's Helion Shrine. You cannot use a medium, you have to use a small or a tiny flyer. I recommend using small because it can carry stuff. So if you're using it, use a glider or a flyer. Feel free to ask for a free flyer or glider for that, because I have, I'm pretty sure, plenty. I have like a couple Bequicks, a couple Kalukas, Nautilus, Cantolier, Griffin. I have a couple of those. I might sell these and give them away. Or I might just give away a free Kaluka, a Bakuk, and I might give, if I can find an omnivore one, omnivore based small flyer or medium flyer. I'll probably give whatever. If I can find a omnivore flyer, I'll give that away. So it's Bakuk and Kaluka at the moment. So only one. So I might give 2 Kalukas away and 1 Bakuk since I want to keep 2 for myself, so I can give it to my sibling or whatever. Yeah, I might give those away to people. Feel free to ask. They're not much, but they're decent things to actually have instead of just buying them for 5 much. So just keep doing that. Okay, so that's the Helian Shrine, but the Boreal Shrine is over here. You don't want to do this. This is your last resort. So Boreal is here in the mountains. If you want to know the entrance to the entrance to the cave is just over here. I'll mark it right there. That's where the entrance to the cave is. It's somewhere there. And this is where the Boreal Shrine is. It has 750 food. This will be your last resort if you've done all 4 of them. And you might be wondering, 4? You've only shown us 3. I'm getting to it. So next will be the Angelic Shrine, which is all the way far off into the corner right here. So if you want to do the pattern, you can do this pattern. You can go from Helian to Verdant to Gara, and then you want to go to Angelic, and then you circle around back to Boreal. So you can just easily do that. You can also kill people for whatever. But who knows? You can either kill people for when you're mountains and Boreal, which is very kinda weird because not many people go to mountains unless it's a migration region. So it's best if you go to migration region, if it's there. You can keep server hopping to find one, but it's just easier if you just do the other 3 before you start doing Boreal. But yeah. While we're heading over to Angelic, make sure to collect some shroom piles on the way. Because if you collect shroom piles, you get like a lot of shrooms. I've already got 150, which is really good. And because you have to spin the carnivore gacha 4 times, which is going to be pain. Okay, so here is the Angelic's area. It's just up in the top left corner. You should see it because there's 2 holes at the front of it, and then there's a little rock here. You can only use a small or a tiny flyer to be able to go here because it only has 150. Still recommend using small flyers or gliders because they really help getting more food easily. So yeah. Next bit of the thing is literally just gathering food. Just keep gathering food as a flyer glider. So Angelic, you want to go from Swamp, Redwoods, and Swamp, Redwoods, and just this whole island here. For Gara, you want to go this island here as well, and sometimes where the Verdant Shrine is, but you want to do Verdant Shrine and Angelic Shrine before you do Gara, or you can just do Verdant, Gara, then Angelic, since it goes from biggest to smallest. Helion is literally pretty much easy since the desert has a lot of food and a lot of players, so you could just steal it from them. Might be risky, but yeah. Boreal is supposed to be for mostly killing or whatever, but you never go to Ader, and then Novus is. You never go to Ader. Novus is up here in these mountains, just above it. If you want to do Novus, you can. And then you have Egon, which is also below Novus. So yeah, it's fun. Okay, so the next quest is the tier 4 glider. No, survive as a tier 4. If you are actually surviving as a tier 4, if I go to missions, limited missions, you survive 30 minutes as a tier 4 species. You can also do regional missions and the other stuff as well. So a tier 4 is literally just anything at this point. So I'm gonna store that. I'm gonna go create, and you got like tier 4. Any tier 4, they really don't care. I can give away a free Kahoki for the Egon Shrine and a free mag for land or whatever, for just the grinding or whatever. But you can easily get all these, some of these from the carnival gacha. So if I go to the shop, if I go into creatures, if I go into gachas, it's only 65 mush. So I can easily probably get 2 of these and not give a single K. You only need to buy 5 of these, so you at least get 5 decent creatures you can use or whatever. Yeah, so 5 different creatures, it's still good, still decent. You're still getting creatures to sell or trade or whatever if people need it. But yeah, it's so decent, it's really decent. So I'm trialing a Fantaris, which is 400 mush at the moment. I don't recommend using that. If you were to trial something, if you were to trial a tier 4, I recommend going something like, I'm pretty sure, I'm looking. That's tiny. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not sure what is tier 4 or what, but I'm looking. So, like, I'm pretty sure the most, yeah, it's Kahoki and Nakamaska. They're the least expensive tier 4s, followed by Magna, and I'm pretty sure Xterri as well, but you can get those in the carnival gacha. I don't think you can get the Nakamaska anymore. I think it's like an event creature or something. Kahoki you can easily get from the thing, so if you want to use the flyer, you can use Nakamaska, and if you want to use aquatic, use that one. And if you want land, Magna or Xterri. They're like the best ones, I guess. I really have to wrap this up soon. I only have like 3 minutes or whatever. So, okay, that's clearly done. You just want to go for the cheap trial ones. If you die, just whatever, buy it again, because you're doing regional missions at the same time, which is actually pretty good. I'm in like a really low server at the moment, so if you want to be like in the low server as well, go ahead to grind everything. That's pretty cool. Okay, always get your mush. Always look in your regional missions and check if you have decent mush. So you want to look up the regional missions. It says here if you need mush, if you haven't collected any. So you want to go collect those. Do regional missions at the same time. It's normally recommended. But yeah, if you're surviving as a tier 4, just go ahead and sit in a migration for a while. But this is one of the easiest AFK ones. In the limit, there's more, like, as I said, it's been the carnival gacha. It's the same as regional missions and the water shrine. If you need help doing regional missions, use its small tier 4, or if you're doing like a death card token, you can also grind that. So that's pretty good to actually have. So the creature is actually not that hard to grind, unless you're grinding, if you're already grinding warden shrines, rowing a tier 4, completing regions. It's literally a survival thing. But thank you for watching. I hope this tutorial helped, or whatever helped. I'm not sure, but it's the best method I could think of. Just one more reminder, never ever go to Boreal for last resort, and Ador for, don't ever go to Ador Just never do that unless you're causing a swamp. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.